Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, the bishops of Great Millstone, who do rule and teach well. Peace and blessing salutations as well to the hopefully elect Tabernacle of David, the sincere Akim and Akwath, out there keeping the faith and diligence of our Lord Yahweh Shai, occupying in the prophecies, uplifting the standard of righteousness according to what is written, until we are redeemed. Back in the news with more charagma, all right? And this is a prophecy that brothers in the spirit have been going into heavily as of recently, of course, because this thing is about to come to pass. We've been seeing what's going on with the banks. Just a few weeks ago, pretty much every American Social Security number was leaked on the dark web, all right? Banks have been acting real weird, you know. The stock market has been dropping. The economy is pretty much going to shit. People can't afford nothing. People losing jobs left and right, you know what I'm saying? So this is a recipe for a financial reset. Okay, contactless payments are now in the forefront. All right, many places now are not even accepting cash anymore. See? So since the onset of 2020 to now, there's been an accelerated, gradual push towards a digital society. And we're here at the cusp of a reset, all right? And that's going to come at the emergence of a grid outage, which is going to happen very soon as well. We've been telling you. So we're really at the point where it's time to stop bullshitting. You know, it's time to stop the madness, stop pushing false doctrine about the MOTB is sin, and it's all these other things that make no sense, okay? Clearly, this is what it is, and even Christians know, all right? Even the TPV journalist, even he knows that. So these other guys, all right, Bishop Nate of the IUIC, General Yohana of the ISUPK, and, you know, many others, Zabak, okay? You know, we got to get to the right doctrine, man. You know, and it's about to be very apparent soon who the true men of the Lord are and who has been teaching the truth all along. And when this thing does come to pass, because this thing gonna be in your face and you're gonna be confronted with it. When this thing come to pass, it's gonna be known in that day, because really Great Millstone is the only camp that's been pushing this doctrine, all right, starting with the elders and apostles on down. You see? So when this thing comes to pass and it's obvious, well, it should be obvious to you now, but when there's no more getting around it and it's there, you either gonna have to take this and you're gonna be able to buy or sell, or you don't take it and you're gonna be excommunicated from society. There is no gray area. We're coming down to a very black and white choice. Either you're gonna be with the system or you're gonna be against it and suffer for righteousness' sake. This is the point where we're at. And this thing is very real. Okay? Brothers have been warning you for years, man. So now the game is about to be on. All right? And the practice that you've had up until this point is going to determine how well you perform in this hour of temptation that we're coming into. See? So we're going to check out this video, a portion of it, read some of the article. I got some precepts lined up as well, and another article that we'll get into just to show you the magnitude of these times that we're coming into, man. Like, your faith is really about to be tested. So we about to see who's real and who's a phony in this thing, man. Okay? It's about to be known. All right, so without further ado, let's get into it.
Globalist billionaire Bill Gates has begun rolling out digital IDs that will be embedded under the skin of every child in the world, with or without parental consent. The People's Voice has warned for years that Gates and the World Economic Forum are planning to create a digital database that tracks all citizens across the globe as part of its Agenda 2030 for humanity. Now, the elite are making their move, and innocent children in Bill Gates' laboratories are being tagged with Mark of the Beast microchips in pilot programs as we speak.
You heard that? Mark MOTB, Mark of the Beast microchips. All right. Now, like I said, it's obvious to see what the MOTB is, man. I mean, when you read Revelation the 13th chapter, 16 on down, it tells you that this mark has something to do with buying and selling. All right. So if you don't have this thing, you ain't gonna be able to shop in those stores. You ain't gonna be able to pay nothing. You ain't gonna be able to, pay your rent and do nothing, man. Which buying and selling, when you think about it, it encompasses your whole life in this society, especially in America, because this is America is pretty much one big corporation. Like, you step outside, you got to pay for something. Like, you got to pay to breathe in America. You see what I'm saying? You want to go anywhere, you got to pay for gas. You want to go out and chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, we're in a land where you got to buy water. Like, think about that. You have to pay for everything, man. We're subject to payments as it is written. So without this mark, come real soon, you being subject to payments is going to depend on you having that MOTB. And if you don't have it, you ain't going to be able to live in this world. All right. You're going to be an outcast. A majority of the world, they're going to go towards comfort. You know, they're going to go towards siding with the flesh, because that's all that they've sown to. All right. They haven't sown anything to the spirit. See, so when this tribulation comes upon the earth, you're going to see the masses of these people, because they're carnal and they need to eat. They need to have shelter, which, we need those things too. But the difference with us is we understand what this is all about. See, we understand that this world is on the way out. These people, they are hoping for a solution that their world can come back. All right. We like to hell with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, once Esau bring that MOTB, fuck that. We ain't taking no MOTB. Fuck this devil. See? But the people of this world, they have a different mindset, man, because they're not inclined towards the scriptures. Basically, the Most High is not dealing with these people. But you have people that know what the MOTB is, and they've heard the prophets tell them what it is. But they're going to take it anyway, because they don't have any faith. See? Your faith is going to be tried. So those that have faith, your integrity is going to be put to the test. Those that don't have faith, well, you pretty much being set up to be destroyed. All right, because you ain't going to pass the test. Let's continue.
Before we dive in, join the People's Voice local OSON Global Digital ID system, which has inbuilt features designed to exclude people from participating in society if they don't comply with the globalist agenda. Gates' plan to punish and exclude people who don't comply with the globalist authoritarian rules can only work if everybody in society is using his global digital ID. That's why he's planning to embed the digital ID under the skin of every child in the world born in 2025, to ensure the future global society is 100% compliant with globalist goals.
So you hear that? So every child starting it in 2025, every child that is born from that point on, they're going to be embedded with a micro C-hip under their skin. Pretty much, they not going to have a choice. As you heard him say, with or without the parents' consent. The child is not going to have a choice whether they're going to belong to the beast. You see that? So these top level elite Edomites, man, as is written in Revelation 12:12, the devil, all right, which is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the devil cometh unto you with great wrath, for he know that he hath but a short time. And this is the manifestation of the end of Esau, because look, once he go to roll this thing out and mandate this thing, that's the end right there. So listen, man, when the scriptures say that look up for our salvation is nearer than when we believe, it truly is nearer than when we believe. All right, we might not even have a year left here, man, because this devil talking about 2025 rolling this thing out. See? And it's not going to be years where this thing is going to be in operation. No, the devil, he going to do his thing. He going to roll out the mark. He going to mandate it. People going to take it. Then the end is going to come. See? Look, like, just look. Everything is lined up. World War III is lined up. The mark is lined up. All right? The Lord is bringing judgment on the earth. All these pestilence and plagues, things are happening, man. So much happening, you can't even keep up with it all. But these two main prophecies that are left, World War III and the Charagma, all right? These are the two main prophecies left before we get the fuck out of here, okay? In this Charagma, this thing gonna come first. Then World War III and Armageddon, and then that's it. Yahweh Shai is gonna return, all right? And put all these heathen nations down and deliver his elect. That's what time we in. So once again, starting with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down, for decades have been teaching you that the MOTB, the mark, is the rice grain, that micro C hip. And we're in a day and time now where this thing is speaking loud and clear. You can't deny it no more. You can't deny it. It's in your face now. Everybody knows this. All right? Everybody knows this, man. So Bishop Nate and all these other, camp leaders, leading their congregation astray. All right? You gonna see, man. You trust me. You gonna see that when this thing is rolled out and it's mandated, they're gonna try to change up the tune and act like they always been teaching it. All right, you're gonna have many of these guys go and take the charagma to get along in this world, and they gonna think that they can repent and take it out before Yahweh Shai come back. But that ain't gonna be the case. See, once you take that, that's your ass. You listen, man, you done, you cooked. Ain't no coming back. You can't repent. Read Revelation the 14th chapter. It tells you. So look, man, you about to have a whole lot of unbelieving Israelites be put to death, man. All right, they're gonna come down with grievous sores. They're gonna be afflicted with plagues, and it's all because they chose not the love of the truth. All right, it's all because they allowed the devil to correct their minds with a gift. This is why the scriptures say, "For what shall it profit a man to gain the whole world but lose his soul? What shall a man give in exchange for his soul?" All right, so you selling out to the devil for a bag and millions of dollars. Like, you got these congregations getting millions of dollars, man. All I can say is I hope it was worth it, but it ain't going to be worth it. See?
For those who doubt that Gates and the elite would go this far, it's time to wake up, because the plan to microchip every child under the sun with digital ID has already begun. The elite are making their move and rolling out the digital identification phase of this dystopian plan in almost every WF infiltrated nation. Earlier this year, the Digital ID and Authentication Council of Canada certified its first digital ID verification platform for operation, following closely behind the Australian Parliament passed digital ID laws in May this year.
I have to report that the Digital ID Transitional and Consequential Provisions Bill 2023 has been fully considered by the Federation Chamber and has been agreed to without amendment.
Digital ID laws in WF infiltrated national parliaments is just the start of the plot against humanity, and the Gates Foundation are wasting no time moving on to the second phase.
And check it out too. I bring out an article probably about a month ago that the EU, they're about to roll out a digital euro in 2025. As a matter of fact, starting this month, the EU has rolled out the digital V pilot, man. A vaccination card pilot, digital, for the EU, that you must have if you want to do anything. Look at what's happening simultaneously. All these diseases are breaking out. See? Lockdowns are coming back. Blackouts are coming. Famine is about to hit. We in that time. That's all we can tell you is things are about to change, man. All right, 2025, going into the end of this year, into next year, things are going to change. The world as you know it now will no longer be this way. The fashion of this world passes away as it is written. All right? So we can read some of this. It says, that too. I remember a few months ago, early this year, matter of fact, where Bill Gates, he rolled out a digital ID program in Kenya, and they love to use Africa as a testing ground because they're more impoverished. You know what I'm saying? And their infrastructure isn't as up to speed as the Western nations. But digital ID laws and web-infiltrated national parliaments is just the start of the plot against humanity, and the Gates Foundation are wasting no time moving on to the next phase. Bill Gates has a history of using Africans as guinea pigs for his most dangerous experiments, and now he is embedding digital IDs under the skin of Kenyan babies. Now, do you see this being reported in the mainstream media? Are they blasting this all over the news? No, but it's happening. And if you ain't paying attention, then you wouldn't know that it's happening, right? As a pilot program before a global rollout next year. A global rollout. Come on, man. Come on. But we just making this stuff up, right? We just pulling this stuff out our ass. You know what I'm saying? We're just making up the doctrine as we go along. Come on, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, his words have gone out, and they shall not return unto him void. They're going to accomplish everything which he has purpose for. All right? We just here to tell you the message. So don't hate the messenger, man. Really, you ain't hating us. You really hating Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. But we just here to tell you what's going on. All right? And tell you to repent before time runs out. Because this is the season of judgment. This is the season of prophecy being fulfilled. Kenya is in trouble, and so is the rest of the world. Given Bill Gates' laser-like focus on implementing digital ID systems globally and his advocacy for the widespread use of microchips and GMOs, it's crucial to understand that this globalist megalomaniac is out of control. It needs to be reined in. And these Edomites, period, they're out of control. They're losing their damn minds because they know that their time is up, that their blessing is coming to an end. So they about to go all out. All right? They about to go mad. The COVID, the CV cartel have not been punished for their crimes. And this is why they have been emboldened to go even further this time. Digital ID is the holy grail for the globalists who are determined to crack down on any opposition to their globalist agenda or what they consider dissent. In this digital ID, this charagma, this is going to mark you as allegiant to the beast system. All right? This is to weed out who the elect are. This is why this devil is going to do this ultimately. Because the only ones that will not accept the charagma are going to be the elect of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Now, you're going to have some of the other nations, that aren't going to take it, and they're going to be put to death. All right? But this is mainly about a trial for the Israelites, man, for the elect of Israel. And amongst the Israelites, man, the only ones who are not going to take it are the elect. All right? Going to be put to death, going to be thrown in prison. All right? Going to be ostracized. You see what I'm saying? This is what this devil want to put on you because he wants to eliminate the heirs to the promise, all right? And he wants to be the only one left to inherit the kingdom. This is why these devils got all this talking about all this depopulation. See? Because they want to destroy you. WEF young global leader Justin Trudeau is already holding Canadian citizens hostage, threatening to withhold their own money from them if they refuse to accept the rollout of totalitarian digital ID laws. So, this shit is already going down. See that? This shit is already going down in Canada. It's going down in the UK. It's going down in Australia. It's only a matter of time before it comes to America. And that's right around the corner. That's right around the corner, man. The British people thought they had regained their sovereignty when they voted for Brexit and left the EU. Unfortunately, the British government has been captured by a more powerful supranational world government known as the globalist elite. Just like the EU, Canada, and Australia, the UK has announced plans to require all residents in the UK to enroll in Bill Gates' digital ID system if they wish to continue participating in society. And let me not forget Bangladesh. All right, because remember, about a month ago, Salakia, Remember about a month ago in Bangladesh, they was having protests and uprisings. And guess what they was protesting about? They was protesting against the WEF agenda being implemented in their nation. They wasn't telling you that on the mainstream news, but that's what it was. Okay, that's why you're having all these uprisings happen around the earth. The same thing happening in the UK, because they done brought in all these migrants, and now they trying to push certain laws, and they pretty much taxing the people out of a life. Okay, they're protesting against the NWO. That's really what it's all about. Then also you have paid agitators to fan the flames even bigger. But worldwide, you're seeing uproars of the people because they protesting against this WEF agenda that's coming down, man. Right, the devil is increasing that squeeze. See, so in Bangladesh right now, they about to go full digital. All right, that government been overthrown, and they about to. Matter of fact, should I say that they have set up a WEF Young Global Leader in Bangladesh, and they about to implement the same very thing. See. Oh man, yeah. The guy Richard Werner. We've done lessons on him to where he was going into the chip, talking about they wanted to roll it out back in 2015, but they postponed it to now. Which is now is the perfect time for these devils to roll this thing forth, man. Now they got the people right where they want them. All right. So look, this thing is here. It's about to be rolled out, and we about to see where you stand. All right. Really, we about to see where everybody stands, man. So Revelation chapter 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. Okay, so everyone on the earth, don't matter if you rich or if you poor, it don't matter if you a celebrity or if you a common person, or if you in prison or if you a so-called free person. Everybody gonna have to take this thing. It's gonna be mandated for every single person to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And we know that people already have the chip. Just look at Sweden, okay? Just go on YouTube, type in Sweden, microchip, and you'll see it all. All right, their whole society is pretty much functioning off of a microchip system already, man. You see, they've already gone full digital. This is the way that they want the whole world to go in. But Sweden was the main testing ground, and they've been doing this for years, though. Like Sweden been like this for probably about 10 years now. All right. But this, this is about to be global. See, it's about to be a global thing. Or in their foreheads, that Neuralink that Elon Musk is working on. Now, most people, they're going to opt to get the right hand because the chip in the brain might be a little, too invasive. You know what I mean? So a lot of people, majority, they're going to opt to get that, Wallet More or the other brands that they have out for that chip. You see? Really, the people that they're going to get it in their forehead, they're going to be more like paraplegic types, or they have some type of ailment, or, they just can't function in certain ways, because also a component of that Neuralink is it's going to be a healing agent. All right. So they about to make the blind see, they about to make the lame walk and all that type of stuff. Like they're going to perform these left hand miracles through these certain devices. All right. And these are the lying wonders that the scriptures speak about, man. That he's going to perform in the sight of men. See? So Esau, he coming with all type of stuff, man. Like this devil, he's really kicked into overdrive, man. 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Right. So if you don't got this, if you ain't got that Neuralink, or if you ain't got that implantable chip in your hand, you ain't gonna be able to do nothing in this society, nothing in this world. You're gonna be cut off. All right. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 and that man is Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Okay. That is the beast man. See? And this is his mark. And he wants you to take his mark, that you give allegiance to him, that you worship him as the Most High, because that's ultimately his desire. All right. Let's go to Revelation 3:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. So once again, this is a time of trial and tribulation. All right. And those that endure to the end, the same shall be saved, as it is written. But this thing must be. Okay, these trials and tribulations must come, man, for the elect to be justified before Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right. Our faith is gonna have to go through the fire. All right. Where, hey, all of our forefathers, they had that hour of temptation. Abraham, when Yahweh called him to sacrifice his son Isaac. Okay. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, when they was thrown into the fiery furnace. Noah, when he had to go through the flood. You see, even Joseph in them. You know what I'm saying? When that 7 years of drought came to Egypt, that was an hour of temptation. You see, so we're gonna have our hour of temptation in this time with this MOTB. All right, with these pestilences, with these plagues coming down, our faith is about to be tested, man. We're gonna have to be put through the fire. All right, to be refined as pure gold. And Lord willing, we staying in the spirit that we're in now. The Most High keep us and give us strength in the spirit to persevere through these things, man. And I'm praying that for all the sincere brothers and sisters out there that truly worship Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, I pray that we all make it, man. 1 Peter chapter 1, and let's start at verse 6. Wherein ye greatly rejoice, though now for a season, if need be, ye are in heaviness through manifold temptations, that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahushua Hamashiach, whom having not seen ye love, in whom though now ye see him not, yet believing ye rejoice with joy unspeakable and full of glory, receiving the end of your faith, even the salvation of your souls. All right, so this thing is really about salvation, man. See, because we're gonna have to go through this in order to prove our worthiness to be saved. All right, and ultimately the elect have already been preordained since the beginning, since the foundations of the earth was even laid. So there's nothing that you can do to be of the elect. All right, it's either you're of the elect or you're not. You see, and that's really the thing about it. Like, we don't know who the elect is, but we're about to find out real soon. All right, and hey, Lord willing, we be of that number. Lord, Lord willing, the Lord have mercy on us, man, and we be worthy to be saved and escape the trials and tribulations coming upon this earth. See, of which salvation the prophets have inquired and searched diligently, who prophesied of the grace that should come unto you. Yeah. So the prophets of old, man, have inquired and searched diligently, all right, of the grace by which they should be saved. All right. But before we get saved, man, we're gonna have to go through trials and tribulations. We're gonna have to be tried as gold is tried in the fire. All right. And this is this walk is all about faith, man. This is why all this time, whenever time that the Lord called you into the truth, you should have been building your faith up. All right, you should have been studying, to show yourself approved, get a relationship with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, rehearsing the righteous acts. Okay, this thing is not a game. A lot of Israelites are, in this thing for vainglory. They're in this thing to be seen of men. They're in this thing for filthy lucre. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what this thing is all about. You know what I'm saying? But when that fire come on them and they can't handle it, because why? Their faith haven't been built up. They're going to fall by the wayside and they're going to be condemned. All right? But the sincere, servants of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, all right? May we endure, okay? May we persevere on, and, may the Lord have mercy on us, man. All right? Because, hey, we're going to need every ounce of mercy, every ounce of strength in the spirit to get through this time. Because Things are about to get chaotic out here. Nothing in this world is going to produce you faith other than what you've been built up in already through the Spirit. Okay, so to this point, we've been rehearsing the righteous acts. We've been studying to show ourselves approved. All right, but now it's going to be the time to apply these things in a situation of pressure, in a situation where heat is going to be on your back. All right, and the way you respond is going to show your level of faith. All right. Revelation chapter 2 and verse 10. It says, fear none of those things. No, it's like, you know what? Let me start at 9. I know thou works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. And being cast into prison, being beheaded, you know what I'm saying, being scourged. All right, this is a part of that tribulation. This is a part of that hour of temptation, man. Okay, that ye may be tried. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. All right, so at the end of the tunnel, through all this, there's a crown of life waiting for those that pass this test. All right, there's a crown of life waiting for those that keep their integrity to the end, whatever your end may be, whether it may be getting thrown in prison. Esau may put you to death. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, keeping your integrity to the end is the main focus. Okay, keeping that faith, which is the most important thing in this walk, man. Faith. The Most High wants us to believe. The Most High wants us to believe that He is and that He will do. All right? And that comes through believing in the truth. All right? Putting your emotions to the side, regardless of how you may feel about the word, because when we all came in, we were all pricked, you know what I'm saying? Because we all had certain ways in which we had to clean up, in order to come before Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and to be acceptable. You know what I'm saying? But we left our emotions out of it and we became new creatures. All right. We've been renewed in the mind and in the spirit. You see? So that, Lord willing, we can be found acceptable unto the Lord in this hour. All right. And, the Lord be with us and, guide us and, make a way for us, to get, to get through these things and ultimately keep our integrity. All right. So I also want to get this as well and close out on this, because this also adds to that MOTB, because you having all these things come down. Now, Missouri sees first positive bird bee flu case. I don't want to say the word because you know how the algorithm is. The first positive bee flu case without known animal contact. So you mean to tell me that a person didn't have contact with a actual bird that was affected with this, but somehow they've come down with it? Didn't Bill Gates say that well, he didn't say, but reports came out that these devils were getting ready to spray Mpox and bee flu in the air. So now it's airborne. This would explain why a person has come down with this disease and they were not in contact with animals. And a lot of these people probably have this and don't even know it. So they spread it to other people. Asymptomatic. So look, man. Believe. Okay, lockdowns are coming, man. Stuff is about to get crazy out here. It's also the first time someone with the H5 virus has been hospitalized. And CDC says it is studying the specimen more. So these things are already out here. A person in Missouri with no known animal contact has tested positive for H5 bird flu. The state's agriculture department said Friday. It's the first time a patient in the U.S. outbreak has had no known exposure to sick animals. And it is the first time someone has been hospitalized with bee flu. Though it is not clear yet if influenza was the reason for hospitalization or it was incidental. The patient who has underlying health conditions was hospitalized on August 22nd and tested positive for flu. Doctors sent a sample to the Missouri State Public Health Laboratory where it was found to be in the H5 subtype, which is also known as highly pathogenic avian influenza or bee flu. This is crazy, man. We're really in that time. We're really in that time. But yeah, I just wanted to bring this out. Lord willing, this lesson was exhorting, to the sincere Aki Manakwat out there listening and learning. And I pray that you've all been edified through the Spirit. In closing, call Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Racha, Kadash. And until next time, Lord willing, Shalom to the elect, Kum Yasha'Allah, and the Bible Ball. Shalom. Keep the faith, Israel. Keep the faith.